If you're looking for more time and increased productivity in your work or studies, then in this video I will present to you 6 habits that you can practice early in the morning. These habits have had an indescribable impact on my life, and by committing to them, they will grant you remarkable results. I will also explain the importance of these habits in your morning routine and their long-term effects on your life, and how important that first morning hour is for your entire day. So stay focused, and let's get started right away. Before anything else, let me tell you about the importance of the morning period in your life, and by that I mean the first hour of your day, which is considered the most important hour of the day. This hour determines whether your day will be good or not. If the first hour is productive, your entire day will be productive, but if the first hour is bad, your whole day will be bad. This depends on your actions and behaviors during that hour, as this hour is the benchmark for your whole day. Most likely, the first thing you do when you open your eyes is grab your phone and browse the internet. You start scrolling through Reels, then move on to TikTok, then YouTube, and after that you check Twitter. This is, in short, the worst thing you can do at the beginning of your day. Why? Let me give you an example. A football player, before starting any match, doesn't just jump into playing like a fool. He has to warm up, eat specific food, understand the tactics from his coach, and warm up his muscles before the game. If he skips all of this, he risks getting injured, and if he doesn't get injured, he'll likely lose or experience both. Now, I want you to imagine that player as your brain. Your brain, too, when you wake up, needs to warm up and follow specific stages. When you browse the internet right after waking up, you expose your brain to a massive amount of stimuli and consumer dopamine. Since I've told you that this first hour sets the tone for your day, your brain will assume that your whole day should be at the same dopamine level. As a result, when you start working, studying, or doing anything, it will feel overwhelming, and the only solution to escape that laziness will be to return to your phone for more scrolling. Additionally, if you start your day by eating heavy, sugary, and sweet foods, you won't be able to enjoy your lunch or other meals unless you feel that initial dopamine hit, which comes from consuming the same sugary foods you had in the morning. However, if your first hour is productive and free from bad dopamine, you'll enjoy everything throughout your day and stay energetic. This is the secret of the first hour. You may have realized that the first habit is to avoid consumer dopamine, which I mean is the dopamine that comes easily, like scrolling through your phone, playing video games, or eating sweets in the morning. This type of dopamine makes you lazy and only seeking it to distract yourself without putting in any effort. To prevent yourself from falling into this trap, especially when it comes to using your phone in the morning, try placing social media apps in a different location on your phone so you can't open them with just one click, as you've likely gotten used to their position on your phone. Or try putting your phone far away before you sleep. The best solution is to wake up immediately instead of staying in bed for too long, because you might be tempted to go back to sleep or use your phone. Trust me, you'll enjoy using it more in the evening after finishing your tasks and studies. The second habit is start working. This is one of the habits that have made me most productive in my day. I don't mean working without stopping, I mean starting with simple tasks. If your work involves using a computer, open it and begin with a small task. For instance, if you're starting a new project, begin by organizing your files on your computer or working on something simple like creating your brand or page for your project. If you're studying, prepare your desk, your books, and papers, and start solving a small exercise while preparing other tasks. This habit pushes you to make significant progress in your daily work or studies because you've accomplished something simple. And that feeling of achievement, knowing you're advancing early in the morning, is the dopamine that drives you to keep working. Once you've finished that small task and achieved something, you've started to create a perfect day because you've exposed your brain to useful dopamine that comes from achievement rather than consumption. This, in turn, gives your brain more energy to continue working and accomplish even more, especially since you've already prepared your desk and everything else. This concept alone helps you understand why you may have been procrastinating on work or studying. It's because you've exposed yourself to a large amount of bad dopamine in the morning, which makes you lazy when it comes to doing anything. But that won't be the case if you start with work first. Habit 3. Exercise. You've probably heard this habit many times, and that's because it truly has incredible benefits. You won't fully understand these benefits until you try them yourself. The positive effects on your mind and emotions can be even greater than the impact on your body. Exercise helps release negative emotions and keeps you focused on your future. When you see someone exercising, they're usually not thinking about the latest TikTok trend. Instead, they're focused on how to be more productive, how to train better, what tasks they need to accomplish, and what they'll create or learn today. Exercise fills you with immense energy and vitality, allowing you to produce more and achieve more. You can engage in any type of exercise, whether it's weightlifting, running, swimming, football, or anything else. The happiness you feel from maintaining and improving your body while progressing in life is far greater than the satisfaction of scrolling through 1,000 social media videos. It pushes you to be more productive and work harder. Don't say you don't enjoy it. I too go to the gym even though I don't particularly enjoy it, but every morning at 7 a.m. I work out. Not because I love it, but because I love the feeling afterward, the feeling of having accomplished something difficult for the day. I certainly enjoy the physical results too, and if you don't have access to a gym, exercise at home or run outdoors. The key is to get moving, get your blood flowing, and feel that sense of achievement. Habit 4. Learning. This habit is arguably the most impactful one for your future. By learning, I mean starting your day by absorbing useful information. Read anything that benefits you. If you're aiming to build a new business, read books about marketing, successful brands, and the biographies of entrepreneurs. If you want to improve your social skills, read books on that topic. There's always a book that suits your needs and surprises you with valuable insights. These books are written by people with over 20 years of experience in their fields, and you're learning the most important lessons in just 300 pages. Learning isn't limited to reading. You can listen to podcasts where successful individuals discuss the challenges they faced and how they overcame them, or listen to book summaries instead of music all the time. For example, during your commute to work or the gym or while running. That's why I refer to this habit as learning rather than just reading, because you can practice it anywhere. Believe me, the benefits will be immense in the long run. Imagine that you've developed this habit and start your mornings by reading just 10 pages of a book and finishing one podcast every 3 days. In a month, you would have read an entire book and listened to 10 podcasts. In a year, you'd have read 12 books and listened to 120 podcasts. Can you imagine how much knowledge you'd gain in that time? This is just from reading 10 pages a day. Imagine if you read 30 pages. So don't underestimate those few minutes each day. Make it a daily habit to read, just 15 minutes, and try to immerse yourself in it. Focus on each piece of information in the book, compare it to your experiences, and you'll realize you've made many mistakes. Habit 5. Writing. To be completely honest, I wasn't very convinced about this habit at first, but after hearing so many people talk about its benefits, I decided to try it. That's when I realized how wrong I was for dismissing it. Writing is an incredibly beneficial habit, and all you need is a pen and paper. One of its biggest benefits is that it clears your mind of thoughts, stress, and continuous pressure. Simply write down anything that comes to your mind. If you're sad, write about your feelings. If you're excited, write that down too. It allows all those thoughts and pressures to pour out onto a blank sheet, bringing you peace and comfort and making your mind feel free from all the noise and clutter. Also, write down any idea that comes to mind during the day. Your mind is constantly filled with ideas and information, so write them down. Write what you learned today, how your day went, what made your day better, and how you can increase that. Write about what made your day worse and how to avoid it. Writing is like a personal therapy session, helping you express your thoughts, problems, and emotions. The feeling of capturing all those chaotic ideas and negative thoughts on paper relieves your mind of that burden. You'll gain a deeper understanding of yourself through writing. You'll discover why you were angry at certain moments and what made you happy at others. In the end, you'll benefit from writing regardless of what you write. If you wrote that you were highly productive today, that's great. You'll follow up by writing why and how you accomplished what you did. If you wrote that you weren't productive, it means you now realize the need to be productive, and you'll ask yourself why and how to change that. No matter what you write, it will help you understand your actions, improve them, organize your thoughts, and relieve stress. Writing is truly an underrated habit, yet it's a habit of great people. If you embrace it, you'll see the difference. Habit 6. Planning. This is the simplest and easiest habit to adopt. All you need to do is write down your tasks for the day, whether on paper or using apps like Notion or To-Do List. Personally, I prefer using paper because there's something satisfying about checking off a completed task. To plan effectively, avoid overly detailed schedules like work for 4.5 hours, go to the bathroom at 5 p.m., or use the phone for half an hour. Instead, set natural goals such as do a chest workout, finish 2 lessons and solve 3 exercises, read 15 pages from a book, or watch 2 educational videos. When you finish your list, you'll feel a great sense of accomplishment, knowing you completed your day's tasks efficiently. There's no need to assign specific times for each task. Just make sure you complete them by the end of the day. One tip, start with the hardest task for you. For example, if you find working out challenging, do it first. That way, the toughest part of your day is done, motivating you to finish the rest. Imagine this scenario. You wake up early at 5 or 6 a.m., wash your face, drink a glass of water, and plan your day by outlining the tasks you'll accomplish. You then complete a small task, whether it's a lesson or a project-related task, before enjoying a pre-workout snack of nuts or fruits like dates and bananas. As you sip your coffee, you read a chapter or half a chapter from your book. Then you head to the gym, do a home workout, or go for a run outside, all while listening to an educational video on YouTube. Afterward, you take a quick shower and spend a few minutes writing down your thoughts, reflecting on what you learned at the gym, from your book, or even why you didn't gain much from the day's activities. By now it's 8 a.m. and you've accomplished so much without even checking your phone. You still have a long day ahead of you to achieve more, while others are just waking up and mindlessly scrolling through their phones in bed. This is just an example of an ideal morning. Now imagine using your phone only after completing everything you planned for the morning. The reward of using your phone will feel much more satisfying compared to if you had used it right after waking up. What I want to tell you, my friend, is that these are called habits. To make them a part of your life, you need a bit of discipline and avoid procrastination. Everything I've shared with you is logical and has positively impacted my life and the lives of many others. So there's no reason not to try implementing what I've shared in this video, especially if you start waking up early. But if your main issue is that you struggle with waking up early, I've covered that topic in detail in another video where I share simple ways to make waking up early a regular part of your life. You can watch that video now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.